Welcome to Declutter Babes. I'm your host Tanisha Tamara, and welcome to an episode of Whisk Away Clutter, Sprinkle in Order. So this is our very first episode, and I'm super excited to share this with you guys, which I feel like it's going to be more of a story time episode, just so you can get a sense of who I am and why the heck I started this podcast, because I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. And I told myself, if I'm not the only one, and I feel it within my heart and soul that I need to start a podcast just to showcase and share my journey, I'm going to be obedient and I'm going to do exactly that. And here we have it, whisk away clutter, sprinkle in order. So the intention of this podcast literally has been something that I've been thinking about for the last couple of months and just kind of throwing it off, let alone just starting this brand, which is Sweet and Organized. So I'm the proud founder of Sweet and Organized, which is a luxury home professional organization business. And it literally was birthed, the idea itself, when I finally woke up one morning and I was just like, I can't live this way. So I just gave birth to my son. At the time, he was 18 months, and I was just like, I'm tired of tidying up, and nothing is getting put into proper order. It's just like something has to give. And maybe it was still a bit of postpartum depression. Actually, to be honest, let's just keep it real. A lot of it was postpartum depression. A lot of it was just me not feeling happy with my living environment. I wasn't happy waking up knowing that there's just knickknacks and things just kind of lying around in places where it shouldn't be. In other words, everything should have a home, and everything didn't have a home. So I was very frustrated, and for a while I tried to ignore it, put it to the side, put things away, shove things in my junk drawer, shove things in my closet, which is definitely a no-no. And it's always like out of sight, out of mind, out of sight, out of mind. But then when I would have to actually open up my closet or open up my junk drawer to go grab something, the item would magically appear. But it was just one of those things where like enough is enough already. Like, it has to go. These items have to go. So the first thing I decided to do is tackle my bathroom as a first project. I wanted to make sure that I was feeding off of the momentum and the happiness of starting this project. I didn't want that feeling to go away. I wanted to basically ride that feeling and execute with it. So I literally made sure I stopped what I was doing. No joke, I stopped everything that I was doing. Thank God at the time I didn't have my son with me that day. And I remember just work on one small thing, one small project. And that's literally what I did. I got my belongings, hopped into my car, and went to the good old dollar store. And that is where I started my journey. I decided that I was going to go into my bathroom upstairs and work on only the first 2 sink drawers. So I had a plan, and I knew the space. I didn't measure anything, to be quite honest. I just visually looked at the drawer, eyeballed everything, and knew exactly what I needed. Is that the best way to go? Probably not, because most professional organizers will tell you to measure your space. But hey, I'm new to this. I just started. I'm new in the game. All I knew is that there was a problem and I needed to find a solution ASAP. And at the same time, I was curious. I was high-strung. I was driven to get this little mini project in order and prove to myself that I can actually do this without feeling the daunting imposter syndrome kicking in. Because let me tell you, it did creep its way in several times into my mind, but I had to push through and make do with what I knew deep down inside was something that had to get done, because not only would everything look good aesthetically, but it would make me feel even better. So that's what I did. I jumped into the car, I went to the dollar store, and just looked at the aisles that I needed to grab a few bins, some cleaning products to make sure that the space was clean, and just get this mini project on the road. So I grabbed 2 small black bins, and the whole intention with these 2 small black bins are long rectangular bins that would basically fit itself inside of my top upper drawer to organize and sort out the toothpaste, the Q-tips, the toothbrushes. Then for the bottom second drawer of my cabinets, or sink I should say, I decided to get 2 other containers, more like a small flat rectangular bin as well, so the same concept. And then I decided to use those 2 to store 2 rolls of paper, 2 rolls of toilet paper, as well as the girly stuff, so the pads, the tampons, all that good stuff, and some essential oils that I just like to have inside the bathroom with my good old air freshener. And that's what I did. I literally took my time with organizing everything, and I want to say it took me about 20 minutes, and I was happy with the end result. Was it some magical transformation? No. But hey, to be quite honest, it was actually magical for me because it relieved the stress and the anxiety that I had. I should say, was it a big transformation? No, it was just a small transformation. But hey, you have to start somewhere. And that's what I really want to share with you guys on this journey is don't get overwhelmed by the projects. Just start small. Start with something super small and build yourself up to bigger projects. That's where I started. So, did I organize everything properly? Probably not, but it was well tidy, well in order. I knew where everything was. My kids knew where everything was, and that is the main takeaway for me. So I'm still on this journey. I'm still learning. I'm still reading. I'm still studying. And I definitely want to continue sharing my journey with you guys. So if you're willing to be a part of this process and this journey, make sure to continue to stay tuned and listen in. Thanks for joining me. Bye.